Reset TV, what's happening? What's happening is gravitating away and having a great day. Got the children in the park. I figured I'll touch upon this subject, man. I am your host, and if you can do so kindly, man, before we continue, tap in with me. Hit the like button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. I don't ask for no piece of change or none of that, but I do ask that you keep coming back. It's getting a little dark out here where I'm at, so forgive me with the lighting. Real quick, man. I don't know if y'all remember when the dancer Twitch self-deleted himself last year. It was sad, and I'm never gonna speak ill about that, despite my personal opinions about self-deleting and you're leaving children out here. Really want to go in on that because I got seeds. Got 6 myself, and there are days when things are rough. I don't know why that's not the first thing I think about is self-deleting, but I digress. So Twitch was married to a white woman. And I got my own personal feelings about sisters, but despite that, hey man, I'm married to one. I have children by 2, and I take it serious when it comes to how I feel and how I'm passionate about my community. My children and my life has to mirror that passion. And some of these brothers out here and these sisters out here, let them tell it, they're so pro-black, but their life is not mirrored by the narrative they spew out here on these YouTube streets. So Twitch wife came out and spoke about finding, evidence that her husband was abusing drugs or whatever, and she contributes that to his self-deleting himself, right?
I know I'm moving in the right direction. It's scary sometimes and hard to want to keep moving in that direction, but I know I'm supposed to.
Steven, Twitch boss's wife, Allison Holker, responding to backlash over revealing her late husband's secret drug battle after many accused her of using his story for a paycheck with her upcoming memoir, This Far.
I realized Steven had addiction problems.
The mom of 3 opening up about the revelation in an interview with People.
He was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone.
Speaking out on her Instagram story, she says her intention is to help other people so they can catch some of the red flags that I missed before it's too late.
If this is my purpose in the life I am supposed to be living, I have to not only learn the best way I can to accept it and learn to appreciate, but learn to love it, and now learn to move and change others through it.
Adding, I hope that by sharing our full story, maybe I can help someone else who might see themselves or a loved one in Steven.
And Twitch family, rightfully so, specifically his mother, has come out publicly and spoke against the wife, after about a year of this man dying, going on a world tour, by the way.
So Twitch's mother has now come out taking to her Instagram story talking about how appalled she is at the way her son is being portrayed in the media thanks to his wife, Allison Holker. 4 hours ago, she took to her Instagram story, and this is what it says. Our family is absolutely appalled by the misleading and hurtful claims made about my son, Steven Boss. The recent publications spreading untruths about Steven have crossed every line of decency. As his mother, I will not let these accusations go unanswered. We will not stand by while his name and legacy are tarnished. He doesn't deserve this, and the kids don't deserve this. For the last 2 years, I have remained quiet and away from the public eye to protect my family. My primary focus has been on healing and attempting to remain connected to my grandchildren. But when I read these dreadful claims about my baby, our beloved Steven, I realized I could not stay silent any longer. Our family will ensure his name and memory are protected, and we are committed to defending his honor. Now, this is signed Connie Boss, his mother. Now, this comes after Allison Holker has been on a media tour talking about a new book that she will be releasing, where in this book, she will be sharing excerpts from Twitch's own journal. Now, she says she's doing this to help someone else who may be suffering, that maybe this will open up other people's eyes, and that all the proceeds from this book sale will go to a foundation that she created to help people who are suffering from mental health issues and addiction.
That's what they do, these Beckys, going on a world tour about, how her husband contributed to his self-deletion. I mean, I don't know, why do we need other details other than the fact that this man murked his own self, right? But I wanted to talk about this difference because it's easy just to talk about the bad in somebody. In this case, the bad that we speak about, the so-called sisters, right? But I have never seen a black woman in a predicament where her baby daddy or husband dies, right? Especially a self-deletion, and then they come out here publicly and further tarnish his name. And you know, one of Twitch's closest friends, I'll have it on the screen here, he came out and spoke on what he thinks contributed to Twitch self-deleting himself.
I told y'all it was more to this story. Now we have Stump the Yard star, Columbus Short, sharing his unsubstantiated theory about what he thinks led to the suicide death of DJ Twitch. The 40-year-old actor who appeared with DJ Twitch in the 2010 Stump sequel Homecoming posted a since-deleted video to Instagram on Thursday in which he claimed that Ellen DeGeneres' former DJ, also 40, may have invested in something that took his whole life savings. People made investments. People do a lot of things. This is just a theory, Columbus said in a 1.5-minute clip, which was screen recorded and posted on Twitter. Then he dropped a bombshell. Columbus posed a question. What if you invested in something that took your whole life savings, possibly? Now, a source close to DJ Twitch said that there's absolutely no truth to Columbus's unsubstantiated theory. Nevertheless, after presenting his unsubstantiated theory, Columbus got laser focused, and he seemed to draw a line to Tracy Christian, who is the owner of Hollywood's only black talent agency. After presenting his unsubstantiated theory, Columbus shifted his focus and seemed to draw a line straight to Tracy Christian, who is the owner of Hollywood's only black talent agency and allegedly counts Columbus as a client. Columbus said he didn't want to speak too much on issues that may have affected DJ Twitch, but he did segue into saying that Tracy Christian owes him money, and he's serious about getting it. He said, because you got caught up, you can't pay me my money? In a trust account, I don't trust your account. I don't trust you, Tracy Christian. He continued before crassly adding, and I'm not going to kill myself. I promise you that.
Again, I don't co-sign self-deletion, but Twitch, like a lot of people during the whole cryptocurrency, frenzy, especially during COVID, he put down a lot of money to invest, millions at that, and he got scammed. He got scammed bad. I heard, from what his closest friend was saying, he basically was broke. And what happened is when you adapt to a lifestyle that can be interchangeable, right? Like you bury your head in the sand to this lifestyle. Some of these brothers, white or black, but in this case, brother, can't really dig themselves out of it, right? They can't see themselves going back into a lifestyle that, dare I say, is humble beginnings. Whether you got to go back to ramen noodles, whatever, they can't see it. They can't see themselves as a failure to their family, so they do cowardly things. They self-delete. So you got this white wife of his going on a world tour, further traumatizing her children, talking about how dad self-deleted. And if she's doing this publicly, I guarantee you, I think they got 3 or 4 children, I guarantee you she's telling the children dad was a drug abuser. See, my thing about it is I've never met a... Sorry again, y'all, the children. We're about to leave, y'all. Mommy's calling y'all. Go in the car. Go in the car. A lot of these, black women, I've never... Now, if you have the evidence, please show me it before you kill me in these comment sections. I've seen the worst arguments between black men and women, but in death, I've never really seen a woman come out publicly and further stain the person she had children with. I've never seen that. I've just never seen that. So you go play in the snow, as you see this theme from my last video. When you play in the snow, these are some of the things that these Beckys are not brought up properly with. the class that one would have of saying, let me let the dead bury the dead. Let me let the dead rest in peace. Well, sometimes when you're with these Beckys, there is no peace in death because she got to make money, right? And what better way to make money than all of a sudden being an advocate of not necessarily mental health, but drug abuse. And as righteous that fight is in helping, right, deter the statistics with drug abusers, how shameful it is that a year after your man has been dead, you come out publicly and further taint his name. More importantly, the autopsy didn't attribute anything to that man being a drug abuser, but here you go coming out and further staining his name. And look, I see Twitch family coming out here trying to protect his name, which is a good fight because he's not here to protect his name, right? So his mother and his family is doing that. But my thing is, I can't feel that bad. You chose to go play in the snow. And playing in the snow comes with these things. See, they speak all this stuff about black women this, right? You talk down on the sisters, which again, I have my personal feelings about things that I don't like what our black women are doing, right? I got my own personal feelings, but I'm not gonna just make my platform be about downing black women when as a whole, black people in general got a lot to fix. We got a lot to fix. And it starts with our black men being upright. The decisions we make personally. So how convenient it is to put everything on the helm of a woman. But I'm not ever gonna push for my sons. I have 3 sons to go play in the snow. Mind you, if they do, I won't love them less. But best believe some shit go left, I'm not crying for you. I'm not feeling sorry for you. So unfortunately, Twitch, even in death, you gotta take this L by the decisions you've made. And I'm speaking to his family when I say this. He chose to be with a Becky who chose to have no class after his death and further sully his name and reputation. How do y'all feel about that in the comment section, right? A man is dead for whatever reason. And in this case, I think it's because he lost all his money in investing. He self-deletes, leave children out here and a wife. And how do y'all feel about that wife, a Becky, of course, coming out publicly and saying his death was because basically he was weak and he was playing with drugs and that's why he self-deleted himself. Y'all do understand, even if drug was the case, it's not the deep-rooted issue on why certain people have self-deleted themselves, right? There's so much statistics that shows there are underlying issues. In this case, again, I point out, I think it's because he lost all his money and he took himself out of there. I couldn't do it personally. If I gotta thug it back out again, go back to ramen noodles, whatever it is, sleeping on the floor, some of us are just built like that. So if I don't have a certain lifestyle that I've been privy to living, one thing about life I know is change is the only constant, right? Your situation can go from up to down just like that, bruh, without you thinking. But I'm not gonna self-delete. I got children that depends on me. But Twitch self-deleted, and now his wife is on a world tour for coins, of course, talking down on his name. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this in the comment section, and keep in mind, if you really don't care, I don't blame you. I personally don't care about black men that brings their wealth into other communities, you know, the snow communities, and then I'm supposed to sit here being as real as I am to my own community, knowing how they can shit on you sometimes, right? Your own people can make you feel low as, you know, look, it be our own making us feel some type of way, but I'm not gonna pretend that, you know, the solution is to go play in the snow. That's not my, you know, that's not my talking point. I know a lot of you brothers, after Kevin Samuels, have been catering to a lot of this red pill content. My solution is not to tell y'all, go play in the snow and it'll make you feel better. It'll make your lives better. Nah. They have just as much as faults as the sisters have. What say y'all in the comment section, man? This was Gravitating Away on Reset TV, and I'm here to remind you, just because you think playing in the snow is better than, your alternative, it's not always a great outcome. It's not. I'm sorry. A lot of you brothers are catching fire right now for playing in the snow, and I just don't feel sorry for you. And I'm not necessarily big upping you ratchet ass females that refuse to do better. I'm just saying, me personally, with the beautiful black family that I have, sometimes it do work in your best interest to bet on black. And that's where I'm at.